this is Queen of Vibes. I'm here to bring you intuitive messages of insight and healing through my tarot readings. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. It may resonate, only partly resonate, or may not resonate at all. You may want to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign for even more insight. If you're feeling the vibes, be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your May 2019 singles reading. So before every reading, I pre-shuffle the cards just so that I'm not shuffling forever and ever amen while we're on camera. And while I was shuffling and focusing on my, Capricorn vibes for this reading, these cards all flew out. Basically, the whole damn reading except for the last two cards fell out, okay? So I said, you know what? I see a story here, and I'm gonna tell it. So I kept these cards. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull the clarifiers, and then at the end of this reading, I will pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for a final message, all right? So let's go ahead and let's clarify this message that you have for my Capricorns, okay, for May 2019. Let's go ahead and clarify this first position, this current energy, okay? Can I have a card to clarify the current energy for Capricorn? And we've got the World in reverse, okay? Go ahead and clarify this Three of Swords. And we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me go ahead and clarify this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in this past position. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Can we clarify the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? What was going on in this past position? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, can we clarify this Emperor card, okay? What's going on with this Emperor? Got the Chariot in reverse. All right, let's clarify what it is that Capricorn wants. 10 of Wands in the reverse with the 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's clarify this Sun in reverse. What has got Capricorn feeling low? Why is Capricorn not depressed per se, but Capricorn's just not as optimistic as they could be? And we've got Three of Cups. All right, external factors, Knight of Cups. All right, and then the possible outcome. Let's go ahead and clarify this Chariot. All right, can we go ahead and clarify this outcome? Let's clarify the possible outcome for my Capricorns. Ooh, we've got the 10 of Swords. Why? All right, so this is interesting. Let's go ahead and let's get into this, okay? Current energy, you've got the Lovers, okay, Capricorn? So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. For those of you who are not in a relationship with someone that you're very fond of, or you've just met someone that you're very fond of, this can represent just your ideas about love and sexual attraction and relationships and romance. So for those of you who haven't met someone or don't have anyone on your mind, you're just thinking about the kind of love that you want. You're like, listen, I want to be in a relationship right now. I'm ready. I think I'm ready, okay? And for those of you who are in a relationship, you've met someone, okay? For some of you, this is someone new. So some of my Capricorns, you're here because you've met someone, you're in a brand new situation, and you want to see what the deal is. For some of you, this person could be another Capricorn or an Aquarius. For some of you, this could be someone who you have some unfinished business with. So it may be a new romance, but it may not necessarily be a new person. Okay, it may be another shot for you and someone. Maybe someone that things didn't quite work out with in the past, okay? A breakup here from the past where there was a lack of stability, a lack of commitment, something that left you feeling very insecure, and now this person's back, okay? So we'll see what they want. We'll see what they, why are they back? Sir, why are you here? But for some of you, this person with this world in reverse, I think they just have very high expectations. Now, for some of you, this person could have high expectations, or Capricorn, you could have some very high expectations about either this particular relationship or what you want in love, altogether. Some of us, we have to be careful of being a little bit superficial, okay? So if you're attracted to someone because of their looks or how much money they make, be careful, all right? What is it that you're challenged by? Some of you are challenged with the fact that either this is a love triangle, or this is a situation that you're in a situation, or you've come out of a situation that had a lot of disappointments. Again, this air of non-commitment. Okay, so for some of you, you guys are really dealing with either severe heartbreak or a situation where you were very disappointed because you didn't get the commitment, or you didn't get the loyalty or the stability that you were looking for. For some of you, your challenge is that this particular situation, as much as you may be attracted to this person, there may be some issues with the commitment. Okay, some of you, the Page of Pentacles can represent someone who is looking for something, looking for excitement. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone who's in another relationship already, and out of boredom, they've kind of stumbled into something with you. Now, when I say stumbled into something with you, not necessarily, I'm not negating the feelings that this person has for you, but I feel like for some of you, and this is not everybody, but for some of you, this is a situation where this person did not mean to fall in love with you, okay? And now, this past energy I've already discussed, right? You had a past where you were unfulfilled. For some of you, this was a divorce that, kind of is still affecting you. Or just dealing with relationships that didn't amount to the commitment that you wanted. Because that's what you want, okay? I'm jumping ahead, but I can see what it is that you want. So I feel here, Capricorn, that commitment or the lack of commitment is a big deal for you. So now the energy of the person that you're dealing with, we've got the Emperor. Okay, so some of you are dealing with an Aries. An Aries that either doesn't have the best intentions or isn't sure what to do with this situation. Because like I said, for some of you, this person kind of fell in love with you and they didn't mean to. Okay, and for some of you, it's because they're already in another relationship, possibly a marriage. And so now they're like, what do I do with this damn chariot? I can't drive this chariot. Shit, I can't even have, I'm not even supposed to have this chariot, okay? But others of you, you just met an Aries who's unsure of the direction of the relationship. Not to say everybody's not dealing with a married person, but there are different, this is a general reading, so sometimes these different, plot lines come out. So we have someone who's just met someone, or has someone returning from the past, possibly an Aries. For some of you, this is someone who's stepping up to the plate for you. And whether or not you're dealing with this energy because you're afraid, or whether you're worried about whether this person is going to commit because they're not really showing you any sense of direction. In the reverse, some of you are dealing with maybe a Cancer who is trying to take control, okay? So even though this chariot may be in the reverse, it could be a Cancer who is really bossing up and stepping up to the plate for you, okay? But as a whole, I see some mixed messages here, okay? Because even it's like the Emperor card is here, but then the Chariot is in the reverse. All right, so then it's like we have somebody who's, reliable and in control of their emotions, but they're not necessarily sure what direction to take in this particular situation. And for some of you, you have someone who's outright like being deceptive, okay? They're just like, look, I'm just trying to get what I can get while I can get it, okay? I know that whatever, I know what can happen and I know what can't happen. And so there's some type of either imbalance, right, with this person, or this person feels defeated because they feel like they're not able to give you what it is that you want. Okay, Capricorn? So, whatever part of that resonated for you, hold that, and the rest of it, don't worry about. Now, let's focus on what it is that you want. You want the Ten of Pentacles, okay? The Ten of Coins. You want the family, you want the baby, the child, the children, the dogs, the pets, the security, the stability, the financial security, the loyalty that will make you feel more secure. You want everything that you feel like you weren't able to manifest in the past. You also want to feel, you don't want a relationship that feels like a burden, okay? You want something where, you can enjoy yourself just a little bit. All right? The Ten of Wands in the reverse is a lightening of your burdens. You want someone who either you feel like is going to lighten the load for you, if you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities. Some of you guys are reconnecting with an ex, okay? Some of you guys are reconnecting with someone that you divorced. And this person is going to come back and like help you with the responsibilities that you feel like they left you with in the first place. You're like, look, I didn't get married to be taking care of these kids or, this household by myself. So some of you had unfinished business with someone that you had a relationship, a marriage with before. Or if it wasn't an actual marriage, you had a really deep commitment with this person and you may have children, and so now this person's coming back basically to help, and they're gonna, come back and accept their responsibilities, okay? But some of you're still just a little bit uncertain. You're not very optimistic. And I think that comes from the fact that for some of you, you recognize where this may be a third party situation. All right, so for those of you who are in a third party situation, I think either or you have a sense of that, or you've just recently found that out. Some of you, maybe you're in a third party situation with someone who is intending to be with you, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot longer than I think you may be prepared to wait, for those of you who are in that situation. And so you're not sure anymore. Now it's like before, I think you were like more certain of this person's intentions, and now you're not so sure. Okay, for some of you, the person is not married, but you're still not certain of their intentions. For others of you, I think that this is just more about the fact that you've been kind of down for some time, that, you've kind of been lacking optimism. You haven't really been in a relationship. And so you're ready to kind of get out and enjoy yourself. For some of you, you're just like, listen, I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of these relationships that are like a burden. I just want to be in a relationship with someone where I can enjoy myself, okay? So, what is your advice for this reading, Capricorn? We've got the King of Wands in the reverse. Well, sometimes, Capricorn, you're going to need to be a little bit more selfish in order to get what you want. Everybody else is out here doing what they want to get what they want, okay? But for others of you, with this King of Wands, it's someone who you need to practice some patience in your situation, okay? But you need to be firm also. So it's like if you're in a situation that you feel like has been going on for some time, or if you've just met someone, it's really time for you. Maybe in the past you didn't do this, but it's about creating these boundaries that you need to create, right? So being firm about what it is that you want. Let this person know up front. Listen, I'm looking for something that's going to end in the pot of gold with this 10 of Pentacles, okay? I'm also looking to have a good time. It's like you can be responsible and have fun. I think that's like the whole crux of this reading, okay? You want to have a lot of fun. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to let your hair down, but you want to do that with somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can depend on, somebody who's loyal to you. Okay? I think the problem with this Emperor person, whether they're an Aries or whether they're just someone who is, maybe a little bit controlling, maybe a little bit bossy, I think that You either don't like the direction that they're taking things, or it's interesting because it's like, why would the Emperor I really, it's like, I'm really seeing some mixed signals here. That's really what it is. And this Emperor and this Chariot in the reverse. I got to go back to it because it's almost an oxymoron if you think about it. The Emperor always knows what he's doing. The Emperor always knows where he's going. So for some, this may be a controversial type of a situation with this Chariot in the reverse. Okay, or maybe this Emperor knows that knows exactly where this Chariot ain't going, and that's the unfortunate thing. And that's what, for some of my Capricorns, you're figuring out. Okay, for others of you, I think you just have a choice. For some of you, you either have a choice between an Aries and a Cancer, because the Chariot does come back up in the outcome of the reading. Or you have the choice between a person who knows exactly what they want and a person who's confused, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the external factors, all right? Here we've got the Six of Cups. So I think there's someone from your past. Either you're going to have an offer of love from someone from your past, okay? Or there's someone from your past and there is another offer from someone who's very romantic, very seductive, very kind of sentimental. So some of you have multiple options here and they're going to confuse you. All right. For some of you, like I said, there's this person. For some of you, it could be this spouse or this partner that you were committed to in the past that's coming back with this offer of love. Okay. Possible outcomes. Well, we've got the Chariot. All right. So, it could be a situation where this person, maybe their intentions didn't start out being the greatest, but somehow they figure it out. Again, I think for some of you, you've got two people. You've got one that's going to, really knows what they want from you. All right. Going to step up to the plate, knows where they're headed. And then there's another one who is going to disappoint you because either they don't know what the hell they want, or they got into something that was bigger. They bit off more than they could chew in this situation, and now it's going to be, something that kind of catches you off guard. Okay? For some, maybe I think that it will not necessarily be you. I think that you might wind up hurting someone once you, like, especially with this person that either they're not trying to really go anywhere with the situation. For some of you, picking this other person, for those of you who are dating multiple people, I think you're going to pick the one that knows what they want, and the other person is going to wind up hurt. I don't think this is necessarily your hurt feelings, okay? Because you're not deaf, dumb, and blind here. So for some of you, it's just, the option of different people, somebody you have unfinished business with, but someone who really is coming in to give you, an offer of love. Okay, Capricorn. So for some of you, I think that for those of you who are only seeing one person, I think this person, I think they're giving you, or they want to give you. I think they want to be good to you. I just don't know why they can't. For some, it is another relationship, or it is a marriage. For others, there's just something that's restricting them, something that's preventing them from really being there for you. Whether it's a marriage, whether it's this one's really, what? Let's see what this is where I really got to call on the romance angels, because this one kind of stumped me. Okay. Again, I think for those of you who are dealing with an Aries, either they're not sure where they're going with this, or they know they can't go anywhere with this. All right, or some of you are dealing with an emperor or a married person who they're keeping, it's almost like they're keeping you right where they want you. That's what it is. You've got, for some of you, this person's keeping you right where they want you. And they'll move when they're ready. Things will move forward when they're ready for it, when they want it. Okay? And someone's going to get hurt at the end of this. All right, Capricorn. And I just don't know. I mean, I don't think it's you, Capricorn. I really don't. I don't think you're the one that's going to get hurt. So if someone's playing with you, they're going to get everything they're asking for. All right, let's go ahead and see what the romance angels have to say about this for my Capricorns. Oops. Yeah, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, you know, we're not in the business of accepting anything. Damn, you guys got the same cards as Sagittarius. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your love life. Yeah, Capricorn, you know, be damned. If this person, or, you know, if you're dealing with someone who they're trying to keep things a certain way, you know where you want to go. Right? And they may think that there is no one else in the picture. They may think that there's no one else, but whoop-de-woo-woo, here comes someone from the past with some sweet, sweet love for you. Because the Six of Cups is in the upright. So if it was in the reverse, I'd say it was somebody from the past that you had some, you know, ill feelings with. But I think for some of you, this is just someone in the past that has some unfinished business, and they're coming back to give you some good, good love, okay? Some of you, this is just the two different people that you're dealing with. You're dealing with this person who has bossed up and recognized that they're coming after you. And then some of you are dealing with this person who's sitting on their ass and not sure what they want to do. For the others of you who are dealing with one person, this person is thinking that they've got everything under control and things are right where they want them to be, not necessarily where you want them to be. But unbeknownst to you, there is someone else coming. Okay, they may not be here right now, but there's someone else that's got an eye on the situation. For others of you, I think that your attraction to this person is because there's somebody that you know from the past and you've been seduced by them, but you're not really seeing where, you know, they're trying to control you. And sometimes a person's way of controlling you is to not do anything. You know, they're not putting any effort in, they're not committing, they're just kind of drawing you out, like kind of stringing you along until they're ready to make a decision about what they want to do with things. Okay, so when you love yourself first, you take your power back, right? Take the control out of their hands. You take control and you steer this chariot wherever you want it to go. And, you know, someone's heart's going to get broken. Okay, I usually read this card. I just feel like I'm reading the same cards over and over again. We are reading Love Yourself First. If you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry, you can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. During this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessing and lessons you've gained from each one. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? If so, let everything else from the past go except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship or heal from the one you're in. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships, healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. All right, Capricorn, so somehow you've allowed somebody, you know, you kind of let the love bug bite you a little bit, and you've let somebody, you know, have a little bit more power than they should, have a little bit more say than they should in the situation. But once you realize that are, you're the one, okay? If they want you, they've got to get with your program. Point blank, period. Alright guys, so if you've enjoyed this reading, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you would like a more personalized reading, you can go ahead and hit me up too. And I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye, Capricorn.